Jones. Man, working with a classic, man. I need to know, man. Real quick. Word is just
Cowboys Scouting, man. How are you enjoying your rookie OTL? First, it's your boy Cowboys Scouting, man. How do you feel about continuing that legacy of Dallas Cowboys?
five-time Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching no blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the freak. And number 50, the general lead. Cowboys, no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world. Y'all know Jerry Jones. Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching no blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the freak. And number 50, the general lead. Cowboys, no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world. Y'all know Jerry Jones.
Route, man. I want to know, man.
Watching your team is like watching no blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the freak. And number 50, the general lead. Cowboys, no need to flex. Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world. Y'all know Jerry Jones.
What the first INT to the house gonna look like?
We the five-time Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go. Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching no blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the freak. And number 50, the general lead. Cowboys, no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world. Y'all know Jerry Jones.
First, it's your boy Cowboys Scouting, man. How do you feel about continuing that legacy of Dallas
five-time Super Bowl champs. We got rings that go bling, go blam. Watching your team is like watching no blooper. We about to take you back to the future. Number 21, Zeke the freak. And number 50, the general lead. Cowboys, no need to flex. Like Des Bryant, I'm throwing up the X. If you a true Dallas fan, don't forget Jason Witten and the Trip Bets. This is one team that can't get cloned. This is Jerry's world. Y'all know Jerry Jones.
The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season is only a few months from kicking off. But this year, let's do things a little different. Instead of just watching games at home or just going to a game, let's actually experience our Dallas Cowboys, just like West Coast does. Cowboys Experience is my one-stop shop for all my Cowboys game day weekends. Their packages are all inclusive, including 2 nights hotel accommodation. We'll pick you up and drop you off at the airport and game. Want to hang out and get autographs from current and former Cowboy greats like Drew Pearson? If you're ready to experience the Dallas Cowboys like no other, make sure you inbox West Coast or go to cowboysexperience.com today. The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's that time of the year again for our annual gala. On June 8th, we will be hosting our 2019 Diamonds and Pearls Gala down in Davie, Florida. You can purchase tickets or find out more information on 88blessings.org. On top of honoring our single moms, we will also be honoring Lori from Make Our School Safe. I hope to see you all there. Much love.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and I am live in the building, man, and I appreciate you guys for all tuning in. Let's get our seats. I know you guys have gotten your shares. Let me check the share count real quick. What's up with you, man? It's Sunday, ready to get into some Cowboy talk football. Okay, looks like we got like 35 shares, man. Got more than 35 people up in here, so let's make sure we hit that share button. Make sure we hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate you for watching on YouTube, and shout out to everybody that is watching on YouTube. What up, Richard? What up, Sammy? What up with your man? Hey, man, I got the winner. Well, actually, I got to pull it up in my other phone, but I will give out as soon as some more people get on YouTube, I will give out the winner for the Zeke shirt. Remember, all you have to do, this was from the other day, all you have to do is go on YouTube, Dallas Cowboys Scouting, and type in one comment and hit the subscribe button. That's all you got to do, and you'll get a chance to enter the shirt. So I got the name in my phone. I just got to pull it up real quick. But while I'm doing that, make sure you, at my church, we have this time in my church where everybody kind of like stands up and they greet everybody. So while I'm looking for this name, you guys say hi to everybody. Say hi to hey, I want everybody to say hi to the name that's right above you. If there's a name above you, I want you to say hi to them. So, what's up? So, Fonzo, you'd be saying what up to Pop Pamela. Al, you'd be saying up to Tony. Leia, you'd be saying what's up to Fonzo. So, I want everybody to look on the comment. I want you to say hello to the person that is above you. If you don't have nobody above you, then say hello to the person right below you. All right, let me get one while I get this up real quick. All right, so everybody's saying what's up, what up. All right, so the winner of the competition was, I took my drawing. It was a Hollywood. So Hollywood, if you on here, please inbox me. On my, I'll let you know. You can inbox me on IG if you're on Facebook. On YouTube. Inbox me on YouTube, and I got a shirt coming to you. Leia, you already got your shirt going, so everybody's taken care of. So now that I don't owe nobody, guess what? I got another shirt. Bam! What up? Got another shirt. And I think I got a couple more sizes than this, but this is Cowboys versus everybody. This is coming right from West Coast. All I need you to do, all you got to do is go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and leave a comment on the YouTube. Say, what up, West Coast? Say something to me on West Coast on the YouTube. And all those names will get entered in a box, and I just pull a name out, and then whoever wins, I'll shoot you a shirt. You know what I'm saying? If you're already watching on YouTube, then you're good. Let me see if Hollywood, what up, Hollywood? Look like you up in here anyway, so that's what's up, Hollywood. You won you a T-shirt. There you go. My boy Zeke. And then let me shout out to everybody on Facebook. What up with you? Tony, what up with your big bang? What up with you? My boy Boss Cowboy, as you can see, he is actually, now that y'all said hello to everybody in the comment, I want everybody on the page right now to do two things. I want you to say, get well, Boss Cowboy, and then, since you can't send him no card, I want you to at least go over to his Facebook page and give him a like. So everybody say his name, and his real government name is Marcus Smith, as you see it right there. So everybody just say, get well, Boss Cowboy. And then after this show, go give him a like. That make him feel real good, because he ain't feeling too good. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them bosses where I gotta, like, when you say you sick to West Coast, like, I need to hear it. Like, I need to literally hear it, because you got DeMarcus Lawrence out here getting goddamn 24 sacks on a torn labrum. I'm like, well, Boss Cowboy, well, how I get? You know how the managers get when they get on their phone, like, well, how sick are you? But yeah, he sounded sick. He sounded sick. So I was like, all right. I'm gonna send you the link anyway, but all right. But yo, But let's get up in this. Let's get up in this and let's talk about what we came to talk about. Hey, I also got a special guest that's going to be coming up in here about 2:30. You probably don't know her in particular, but I can almost guarantee you know her group. She is one of the admins for one of the she don't like it when I say it, but it is. It's one of the largest groups, Facebook groups, Dallas Cowboy groups on Facebook. It's hashtag DC4L, man. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've been in the group for a long time. I've been in the group for about 2.5 years, and I know with 127,000, I know a lot of you guys are in that group. So something I wanted to do, man, because I like to know kind of like the pulse of the nation, kind of find out what exactly you guys are talking about. I mean, you guys tell me all the time, but right now we only got 33 people. So, I mean, I know there's way more Cowboy fans than that. So I say, hey, if I can't touch them, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to at least get in them, talk to some admins, talk to them people to find out what's really going on in these Cowboy groups. So she's going to be coming out here in a little bit, and I'm going to tell you guys something. The girl knows football. Like 100. Like, she just ain't nobody that just know Cowboys. She know her football. So I'm gonna be pleasure to have her on here in a little bit. So first thing I wanted to kind of talk about was just some random Cowboy stuff. And I want to know, man, what are y'all thoughts on these hats? Like, I want to know. What are your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comment box. You got hat number 1. You got hat number 2. You got hat number 3. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Hat number 1 is kind of fire to me. You know what I'm saying? If it has to be. If I'm asking about like what is the most fiery of the 3, I'm going with hat number 1. You know what I'm saying? I picked hat 1. I ain't gonna lie, that's the one I got. I was gonna get hat 2, but man, I'm just so much of a Cowboy fan. Like and this is no disrespect to hat number 3 and the star. But I just don't like seeing the star anything but blue. Like, I don't care if it's Texas in the background. I don't care if it's California in the background. I don't care if it's me in the background like this. I just don't. I don't call me original, call me old, but I'm not feeling the star. Like, if I saw that, I would know it's a Cowboy. And if you got that, shout out to you. I'm just saying, shout out to you. But I'm just saying, for me, I like them original colors. And then, like, for me, keeping 100, that blue is too much like a Dodger blue for me. And I live out here in LA, and people, I mean, I used to wear my Ezekiel Elliott Pro Bowl jersey. I'm gonna tell you a story why I don't wear Pro Bowl jerseys no more. And man, I used to wear my boy Zeke's Pro Bowl jersey, the blue when he got his rookie year. And so many people come up to me asking me what Rams player is that. I'm like, bro, I'll slap you right now. Don't ever disrespect me. Like, for real. I got a Cowboy hat on my head. Don't ever disrespect me. But like after a while, I just stopped wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like them colors, man. So maybe in Texas y'all can get away with that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, in Cali, the only day you're gonna be able to get away with wearing that is on 4th of July. That's all I'm saying. 4th of July. 4th of July, you might be able to do it. But still, then, man, why couldn't they have just went with the OG blue though? Right? Like, why do they have to make it a Dodger blue? I'm not feeling that. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all like. All right, so Fonzarelli, what up with your scout? He says he likes 1, 3, then 2. You like 3? I can dig it, man. But see, you also, where you at, Fonzo? You got to tell me where you at, because I'm just saying, I'm not feeling 3. 3 look like one of them hats you can buy at goddamn 7-Eleven. Like, for real, them hats that be like for $5.99, and you be like, God, that's a really nice hat. I know it's not a Cowboy hat, but it's like really, really close. You know what? I was going to put 70 on my tank. Give me 64 and give me that hat up there, please. That's one of them hats. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them hats to me. 1 look fire to me. Like, 1 with the big blue with the little stars all over it, that's fire to me. Like, you're going to definitely see that on West Coast's brim. 2, I don't know. I mean, I didn't camoed out. I'm prior military too. But I ain't going to lie. I think I would really, really like 2, but I'm just not feeling the red stars. Not feeling them at all. You know what I'm saying? The red stars kind of threw it off for me. But, what are y'all thoughts, man? What are y'all thoughts? Which one do y'all like? Y'all like, if you could get any hat right now, which one would it be? 1, 2, or 3? Which one would it be? Scout Al says, I think those hats look fake, too clownish looking. Hey, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie to you, big homie. Big homie Al, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Me and Scout Leah was talking about this earlier today. Oh, actually, we was talking about it 2 days ago, and she said the exact same thing. I forget exactly what she said, but it just made me feel like I couldn't buy number 2. It just sounded crazy. But yeah, it looked. I'm not feeling it. I mean, I love the whole military theme. I love it. Shout out to them. Remember, Veterans Day is for veterans. Memorial Day is for Who? Military members who have gone on, who have passed, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Here at Dallas Cowboy Scouting, we're going to be accurate. So tomorrow, I'm a military vet, but I don't need nobody telling me Happy Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Veterans Day is when you want to tell someone who's alive, Happy Veterans Day. You know what I'm saying? Memorial Day is for those who have already gone on. You know what I'm saying? Who paid the ultimate sacrifice. So now that we all know that, we good and Gucci now. So yo, I'm over here on YouTube. Let's see. Richard, what's up with your main? Sammy, Hollywood, you just won something. Keith, he says, what up with you? Dorothy says, good weather, all setting boss. Dorothy says she likes hat one. That's the one I got. Richard says he liked hat one too. He says, Alfredo, you said it twice on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate you. Hollywood says they are not fitted or snapback or both. They are actually, to be honest with you, from what I'm hearing, they're only going to be snapback. And I actually prefer snapback because due to my haircut and the way my head be working sometimes, I have fluctuation of the brimus. You know what I'm saying? Meaning my head grows as I learn more stuff. So it's best for me. And from what my wife has told me, that I always wear a snapback. So from what I saw, they're only snapback. So if you're a fitted guy, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more of a snapbackish type of guy. You know what I'm saying? What up with you, Frank? Leah says I'm past military and number 2 is fugly. I will 100% agree with you. 100%. Hey, tell me what you said in the comment box. I forget what you said, but have you ever heard? Has a woman ever said something and it just made you feel like totally insecure about whatever? Like she said something about that hat, and I just felt insecure about even trying to buy it. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to see that in person, because I'm not gonna have her look at it, had that on my head and she'd be like West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the scouts for always holding your boy down. So yo, hey, speaking of my scout, shout out to the scouts, yo. I was having a conversation. So before I segue on to the next one, I was having a conversation with one of my scouts in the comment box, and I'm gonna be talking about that right after this commercial break. The 2019 Dallas Cowboys season is only a few months from kicking off, but this year, let's do things a little different. Instead of just watching games at home or just going to a game, let's actually experience our Dallas Cowboys, just like West Coast does. Cowboys Experience is my one-stop shop for all my Cowboys game day weekends. Their packages are all inclusive, including 2 nights hotel accommodation. We'll pick you up and drop you off at the airport and game. Want to hang out and get autographs from current and former Cowboy greats like Drew Pearson? If you're ready to experience the Dallas Cowboys like no other, make sure you inbox West Coast or go to cowboysexperience.com today. 2019 Dallas Cowboy season. What's up with you guys? So I was having a conversation with the scouts in the comment box, and remember, if you want to become a scout, a serious Cowboy fan out to uncover truth, all you got to do is go straight on the page. It says shop now. Hit the shop now page. It's going to take you straight to the Patreon. It's only $4.99 a month, and you become a scout. Serious Cowboy fan out to cover truth. All it does is make sure that the information continues to grow and the nation keeps on taking. So that's all it is. So back to it. I was in a conversation with my scouts, and we're having a conversation, and one of the scouts was like, I don't really understand how is it that the Philadelphia Eagles continue to get in almost every like newspaper or every publication that you put out there, you continue to see that the Philadelphia Eagles are always put over the Dallas Cowboys. And then be fact is, like, I was actually looking at some odds for the Cowboys, as far as winning the Super Bowl, and they had the Cowboys as a 23 to favorite, 23 to 1 odds, and I'm like, okay, that's bad. But then when I saw that the Philadelphia was 18, I'm like, yeah, that's only 5 points. But I'm like, how in the HE double hockey stick do the Philadelphia Eagles continue to get seeded and get viewed as a better team and ready for the 2019 season than the Dallas Cowboys? Like, I don't get it. And if you look at by position, right? Like, you just let's think about deduction, right? Let's just say their whole defense versus our defense. That's Cowboys, all right. Offensive line, their offensive line. In pass blocking, I would probably give it to them. Keep it real, because we gave up 56 sacks last year. Run blocking, I'm definitely giving it to the Dallas Cowboys. All right, so that's 2. Well, it's 2 for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, now, tight end is another one that I'll concede to the Philadelphia Eagles. Running back, Dallas Cowboys. Wide receiver, Dallas Cowboys. They don't operate out of a fullback system. Then the last criteria, now that's what's that 4? That's 4-3. The last criteria is quarterback. What up with you, Buddha in the building? I see you, man. Quarterback. Now, I'm curious, how is it off of just quarterback? Just looking at the quarterback, right? Because currently, right now, Dak Prescott swept the Philadelphia Eagles last year. Then, on top of sweeping the Philadelphia Eagles last year, overall, when Carson Wentz plays, Dak Prescott's 4-1. I mean, he's 3-1 against Carson Wentz. So, I look at the quarterback, and I understand where Carson Wentz is projected to be, but we're not ranking a team off of what he's projected to be. We're actually ranking you off of what you're doing right now, who you are right now. And it's amazing to me that they can concede that Carson Wentz is a better quarterback considering the fact that he does not even finish seasons. Hail to wherever you may say Dak Prescott finished his season. I mean, wherever he did in last year's season. Where did Dak Prescott finish his season? Out here in LA trying to win a game. Where did Carson Wentz finish his season for the consecutive season? Now, what makes it even more preposterous is the fact that he has to come back and then you feel that he's still going to play better, and if he doesn't, the backup, the guy who won the Super Bowl for them and then put them in the playoffs, he's not even on the team anymore. So let's just say this. Just say, hypothetically, if what happens 2 out of the last 3 years and Carson Wentz gets hurt, who is their backup? Like that, and when you have a situation like the Philadelphia Eagles, that has to be accounted for. Why? Because Wentz hasn't finished the season in 2 years. Now, statistically, last year, if you look at the numbers, obviously Dak played more games because why? Because Wentz didn't finish again. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the statistics, their statistics are almost identical from last year. Now, I actually give Dak a little bit more credit because he was dropped 56 times while Wentz was only dropped 31. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference of 22 more times. You think Dak is not a good quarterback? You think taking 22 sacks off of 56 isn't going to make your quarterback better? I think, considering Romo never got sacked more than 36 times in a season. Wow. That's amazing, right? It's amazing. So I sit back and I digress, and I'm like, wow, why is it that everyone each year, time and after time, continue to put the Philadelphia Eagles over the Dallas Cowboys? And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I said earlier, man, the only thing that I can honestly put to is because people really feel that right now that Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. And to be honest with you, I don't believe it. I believe this. They both been in the NFL 3 years, right? Carson Wentz had a down year his rookie year. Dak Prescott had an excellent year his rookie year. His sophomore year, Carson Wentz had a phenomenal 11 games. Dak Prescott finished the season. That was his down year. You say this year, you come into this year, Dak Prescott in the last 8 games was one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. Now, you look at Wentz again, statistically, almost identical stats. So then I ask again, what is it and why do people continue to put the Philadelphia Eagles over the Dallas Cowboys? And I don't get it. Look in the comment box. Let me see what y'all talking about. Buddha says, I want to know all about this Warren Moon talk. All right, we'll get to some of that. Ron Smith says, I agree. We are going to the Super Bowl. Al says, Wentz can't stay on the field a whole season and he can't play against a strong defense. Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you like this. Carson Wentz has never beat a Dallas Cowboy team led with Ezekiel Elliott. Like, that's a crazy stat, right? where we say that Ezekiel Elliott, not even to kind of bounce all over the place, but we say that Ezekiel Elliott is not very, that he can be replaced. He's any running back. Well, let me tell you how important Ezekiel Elliott is to the Philadelphia Eagles is this. They've never beat him. The Philadelphia Eagles have won a Super Bowl and still have never beat a team where Ezekiel Elliott was a starting running back. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing, man. Bubba says, I don't hear anything. He says Warren Moon was a great quarterback, just was the wrong team. Let's look what they're talking about. Yelling out some of y'all comments on YouTube. Kissy says, what up, West Coast? Salmon says, they only beat us at the tight end. That was a pass blocking. My thing is this with the Philadelphia Eagles and their usage of the tight end. They barely, the closest in the Philadelphia game, the first game where they played us, they had to target Zach Ertz 19 times. 19 times. 19 times. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, could you imagine the Dallas Cowboys giving a tight end 19 targets? That's ridiculous. I would love for the Dallas Cowboys to target Amari Cooper 19 times in one game. You know what I'm saying? I see what that would do. Let's look at more of these comments. Sam says Wentz is too injury prone. Jerem on the B says what's good, West Coast. Joe Trenchina says what's good, West Coast. Watch it on Facebook and YouTube. I appreciate you, man. Buddha says, oh man, I thought I was deaf. Scary moment. I know y'all. Can y'all still hear? Y'all can hear everything, right? Yeah, y'all can hear. Y'all still bumming. Russell says Dak will or can be way better if he learns to throw the ball away instead of taking sacks. Well, that's a pretty. The comment that you said as far as taking sacks, I don't necessarily think Dak was really taking sacks, man. I just think he was just getting sacked. You got to think our offensive line, what they thought was going to be Tyron Smith. They thought Connor Williams was going to be a little bit better than he was, but he wasn't. Travis Frederick was not there. Lyle Collins Zack Martin was not his best at the beginning of the season, and he was slightly injured. And then Lyle Collins was his normal injury-prone self. Like, that's just what it is. Like, the Travis Frederick, like, that hit. And then think about this. That wasn't even something that came out of nowhere because the offensive line sucked in the first preseason game against the 49ers. Our offensive line play was horrible. Remember, White Mike got killed. You know what I'm saying? So, the offensive line play, I apologize for telling y'all this, but, the offensive line play was bad all season. You know what I'm saying? And when you take those centerpieces out, it's going to take some time of adjust. And then you got to think like this. Connor Williams, yeah, he needed 10 pounds. Well, he needed 10 pounds while Travis Frederick was not on the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? So we had Connor Williams and Joe Looney, who was not a rookie, but he was basically a first-time starter. I don't think he ever started out as, Travis Frederick don't miss games. So the only time he ever played was when? When was the last time he played? Preseason? So yeah, man, you had a whole different offensive line. Like, that wasn't the real Dallas Cowboy offensive line. You know what I'm saying? That's why we gave up 56 sacks. The first time we've given up 50 sacks and we never gave up 50 sacks. We never gave up more than 36 sacks when Tony Romo was the quarterback. And think about this. I love Tony, but he was injured a lot on 36 sacks. Shout out to Dak and his thighs, right, for not getting hurt. Hey, we got a special guest, man, that's coming in here, man. I appreciate you. I told you we were going to be having a special guest on here. Miss Amanda, she is one of the admins of one of the biggest Cowboy Facebook pages out there. And I'm going to be honest with you, to say that is an accomplishment because it seems like once you get so big, Facebook start hating, man. So whatever they are doing right. And most importantly, man, this girl loves her football. She loves her football and knows her football and Cowboys, man. So shout out, man. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, West Coast?
I am blessed. Let the folks, before we get into this, let the folks where you hail from, your group, and let them know what you guys are doing, how long you guys been up.
Alrighty. Well, we started January 14th of 2016. We are the largest Cowboys group on Facebook currently. We have a website, dc4l.club. We are trademarked and copyrighted with our logo. And we we really love what we do. We've got an amazing admin team that puts in a lot of effort, that goes through a lot of work, and they don't get enough recognition, but we really do what we can. We take all the information that comes in, and it's where the people come to discuss what they love, the Cowboys, all day, every day.
Okay, so I mean, the one thing I love about groups is this. Groups grow so fast. They grow way fast. They grow ridiculously faster than pages. You know what I'm saying? Because on groups, say I like something, I can suggest someone to like, and they can automatically join. Whereas a page, you have to actually physically go yourself and like at some point. So groups, man, they grow. And the cool thing, the number one thing I love about groups, and I have the group up, so if you're wondering what group it is, it's hashtag DC4L. I actually have the group up right now so you can actually see. But the one thing I love about groups is if you really want to know what's going on or what the fans are talking about or what the fans are thinking about, go into DC4L or Oats, America's official team. Go into one of these groups, and I'm going to tell you, man, you'll really find out what the heck the fans are talking about. So I want to know. I needs to know. What are they talking about in the largest Cowboy group on America in Facebook? What are y'all talking about? What are they talking about? What are the Cowboy fans? What is the nation talking about?
What is everybody talking about? Even if you're not a Cowboys fan, everybody is talking about Dak Prescott's upcoming contract. Nobody can be quiet about it. And it's the one thing that no Cowboy fan can seem to come to an agreement on. It is a mess, and I hope it gets done soon. But that's where we're at, and that's what everybody loves to talk about, is where Dak should be. What should Dak get? And then, of course, you got to speculate. He could get $15 tomorrow, and somebody would still be mad that we were overpaying Dak Prescott. He's playing for peanuts right now. $720,000 is his base pay this year, and somebody's mad. But he needs to get signed, because if we don't sign him now, what if we make that run? You're going to pay him a heck of a lot more money than you're going to pay him if you wait.
I totally agree. And I mean, and like, can kind of give us a quick thought on both sides? Like the people who don't want to pay him, what are not necessarily, what are you hearing? What is their biggest argument on why they don't want to pay him? Like, what is the thing that you're hearing in your group? What is their biggest bullet that they're using?
Dink and dunk Dak Prescott. He can't throw the long ball. Nobody is content because he doesn't make long enough passes. Some people say he's not got the pocket presence that Tony Romo did. He's not strong there, but he's stronger in other aspects. You compare those careers and you look at the first three, and Dak actually has better statistics, but people don't want to hear that. You've got him saying that he's not an elite quarterback, because some people seem to think that elite quarterbacks grow on trees, but they don't. You've got a fourth-round draft pick coming in, and on the other side of the ball, you got to look at where he's at. You've got 2 division titles in 3 years. He came in as a rookie, blew everybody away, and then you've got, I don't really know how to put it more than the fact that he deserves the money. You got to pay the man. Market value is what it is, but if you don't pay him, you let him walk, someone's going to.
Yeah, and I mean, my thing is this: like, we all feel one way, but when I heard that the Philadelphia Eagles were actually considering giving Carson Wentz $30 million, I instantly felt like if they don't take care of my quarterback, I'm gonna be pissed because I know my guy is better than their guy.
Well, if Carson Wentz can't stay on the field, that's another. If you're going to give him that kind of money, you've got Dak, who hasn't missed a game. You've got to pay him. He's better than Carson. I don't know how people keep putting us, like you said earlier, below the Eagles on talent level, because Dak blows Carson Wentz out of the water, in my opinion. There's no comparison for me. The numbers might look the same, but you've got to look at what Dak did. Foles took them to the Super Bowl. Foles took them, 2 rounds in?
Yeah.
Not Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's where, that's really where I'm at as far as Dak Prescott too. Like, I totally 100% agree with that. And I know, this is a kind of I always like to throw little caveats in there, but I know another conversation that people are having in there is like, you're not a fan, or you are a fan, or like, how do you deal with that? Because being an admin of 127,000 people, I can only imagine I can only imagine what your alerts look like, because mine look like I put people on my pages as moderators to help me do stuff, and within 2 to 3 days, even ex-boss Cowboy, they're always in. Hey, bro, you think you can just take me off? I'm like, why? Because your notifications, bro, they're just ridiculous. So I'm curious, what do you, like, you know, how do you moderate that? And, like, what do you, because I know that has to bring a lot of that, oh, you're a fake fan if you think Dak deserves the money, or you're a fake fan if you think Townie and Romo. How do you guys deal with that? Or how do you deal with that?
Let me be completely honest. On one thing, we don't deal with the fake fan nonsense at all. Everybody has their own opinion, and we're all entitled to it. That's part of being a football fan. We're going to think differently. It'd be really, really a boring place to sit here if we all agreed on something. That's not what football's about. We're all going to have our difference in opinions. But we mute people. If you bring up fake fan, we just don't hear it. We'll give you a warning and let you know, hey, you know, everybody's allowed to have their opinions, and they might not agree with you, but give them facts. Give them statistics. Tell them why you don't agree with them. Don't just sit there and belittle them and say, you're not a real fan. That ain't cool, man. It's just like the bandwagon thing. We're all fans. We're all sitting here with different opinions, and I couldn't do it alone either. There are less than 20 of us that take care of 127,000 people, and we put in so much work behind the scenes, but it's truly just, we don't even agree half the time on how we feel about just 20 people. We can't agree on how we feel something should go when it comes to a contract, but that doesn't make us fake fans. We all have an opinion, and that's what the beauty of it is we can all come in there and converse. But if you come in DC for L and start bad-mouthing and saying you're not a fan, we won't do it. We just mute you. That's how we handle it, because it's stupid, and if there's one thing we should be able to unite under, it's the fact that we all bleed blue and silver, you know? Blue and silver, that's our thing. We're DC for L. We love the Cowboys, so we just need to agree to disagree, but that doesn't make us any less than a fan than anybody else.
Absolutely, and absolutely, like me and Boss Cowboy, we talk about this all the time. Like, you know, for whatever reason, it almost feels like the media is making us feel like we have to choose between, you know, are we on pay Dak side or are we on pay Dak not side? And it's like, I feel it's like because the media, they understand, like, there are so many people that are like Stephen A. Smith was the first person that really, who was like the hater, who I think came to, you know, who had a moment of clarity, who said that, man, this Dallas Cowboy team looks really good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you can't defeat the Dallas Cowboys on paper, defeat them before they even, on the field, defeat them before they even get there. And with the fan base, man, I know when Dak Prescott gets paid, there's still going to be this moment of like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're not a real fan if you believe this, or you're not a real fan if you believe that. And that's why we always encourage here at Dallas Cowboys Scouting, man, that folks need to understand that, man, it's like your mama and your auntie. I love them both. I just love them differently. You know what I'm saying? And I will never choose between neither one. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
We're still a family. You can't make a choice like that. There's no point to.
Absolutely. Family. Absolutely, and I mean that's the main point that we're driving. So I mean, before I let you get up out of here, what are your thoughts on these 2019 football Dallas Cowboys season? What are your thoughts and expectations on it?
Well, you know, like any Cowboys fan, I want to make a run, but we were just talking about this. My admin team has a chat, and we communicate all day, every day. We talk about different things. Sometimes it's pertaining to the group, but most of the time it's just pertaining to, you know, what we love, and that's the Cowboys. And we boast so much talent this year. We've got depth in every position. You got a 53-man roster you've got to make, and you've got talent on every side of the ball. You couldn't ask for a better talented team. But you got to look at it this way, too. You know, we've got coaching. We've got Jason Garrett, who's, you know, you like to look at him and say, hey, look at what he does. People like to say he claps a lot, but he's kind of, you know, 50-50. He either is really good one year or it's just like kind of a catastrophe. And Kellen Moore coming in, you don't really know what to expect. You hear he's a football genius and that he's, you know, he's got this mindset that we've really been lacking. And I expect it to do really well, but as any Cowboys fan who's been patiently waiting to make it to the Super Bowl,
I need to see it first.
what am I supposed to do? I'm going to really hope for it, but I don't know if we're going to do it because I've really hoped for it for a long time. So I try not to get my expectations too high, But if there's ever been a year that we've got the talent that it takes, man, we've got it this year. Ooh, I'm excited for it. And that our O-line's healthy. Having Frederick back, that's a huge deal. Looney did great, last year. He filled in that position, but now we got the man back. And if we can stay healthy, we got a young team, so it's a lot easier to stay healthy than it is for teams with older players.
Yep.
So you look at it and we could really do something. So barring health, and as Cowboy fans, we have to worry about suspensions. You've got the incident with Zeke that just took place, and you've got Crawford's bar fight. I mean, you just got to kind of hold on and hope for the best, and that's where we are right now. But barring health and suspensions, I really think that we can make a run this year. I really think that quest for 6 is really in our grasp.
Absolutely. Shoot, man. Woo! I love it. Hey! Let them know where they can find your group at, man. Let them know where they can.
All right. You can find us on several places. We're on every social media platform you can look at. You can go to Twitter, and it's @RealDC4L. You can go on to Instagram, and it's @RealDC4L. Or if you tap in the hashtag DC4L in any post on Facebook, it'll pop up bold. You click that, and it's going to take you to a link to our link. So you'll be able to find us right there.
Okay, well, man, I'm gonna tell you like this: we don't believe in just coming over to the house and chilling one time. If you come over one time, you got to come over more times. So we are definitely, I think I've had about, and also congratulations for being the Jackie Robinson, as far as the first lady to get on here. So shout out, and we gonna definitely have you more on here also, because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, there is a large percent of Cowboy ladies out there who know what the heck they're talking about in this football talk. And Dallas Cowboy Scouting is all about the information. It's not about the messenger. It's about the information. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. So we all in it. So I appreciate you for coming on. I'm gonna try to get you on again next week sometime. I appreciate you, sis.
That sounds good, West Coast. I appreciate that. But before I forget, you can also check out our merch store. You can find the link in our group. And, of course, the DC4L.club is our website. You can subscribe to our newsletter there as well. So
sounds good. All right, sis. You have yourself a blessed day, and you did. Hey, everybody tell her she did great. Everybody in the comments going to tell you did great. Thank you, sis. You have a blessed day.
All right. Have a good one, West Coast. Later.
All right, so that was blessed, and that was Miss Amanda from DC4L. They are if you go on Facebook right now, they are the largest. They are the largest Facebook group on Facebook. So, yeah, let me jump into some of these comment box. So, I appreciate her for coming on here. I mean, cool thing about the game is, one of my greatest accomplishments in life, honestly, is this. My mom is the biggest Cowboy fan that I know, biggest football fan that I know. Like, when I was young, like, we didn't have, like, cable and stuff like that. So, we would just always go to, like, outside events, like mainly football games, because that's what she liked. So, and I learned is, my mom just loved football and being in the environment, you know what I'm saying, and knowing, what was going on with her team, and now that I'm a grown adult, my mom now calls me and asks me, like, what do you think is going on with Zeke, and da-da-da-da. So that is definitely a mama I made it moment. So, shout out to them, all the ladies who be repping their team, man. So Richard says, thanks for the info. Dwayne says, DC4L, quest for the 6. Candace says, that was great, Amanda, shout out. Joe Tranchita says, I'm going in right now. Eagle Allen, hey, are you a Cowboy fan or a Dallas Cowboy fan or a Eagles fan? Suspension is out of the question. Health is the biggest issue. Stay healthy, Dallas Cowboys 2022. Okay, I apologize for disrespecting you. I should have read your comment. So he says Cowboys champs to be 2020. So yeah, you as a Cowboy fan, if you're saying that, I apologize for that. But yeah, man, I also saw a comment in here. People were saying, like, why do we care so much about another man's money? I'm going to tell you why. Because we only have $197 million of it to spend. Like, I think when people make those comments, I think they think that Dallas gets to just pay, Dak whatever they want out of some account that they just have a bunch of money in. No, that's not how it works. The NFL gives you a certain amount of money that you have to stay under. That is called a salary cap. If you give one person too much, that means you won't have enough for somebody else. And fans who wear this star all the time, Oh, I'm on the wrong side because, I'm looking at you. Fans who wear this star all the time. And, you've even got some crazy Cowboy fans who got it tattooed all on their body. They didn't name their kids and their dog after Cowboys and stuff. Those fans, we actually care about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because we're really invested. So that's why we care about how much another man makes or how much they shouldn't make. You know what I'm saying? Because, this was our team before that guy got the money. All right? Let's see. Candace says, even if we think we shouldn't pay Dak or else we're getting it, he's getting it. I mean, my thing is this, man. I just feel like this. I know that Dak Prescott is better than Kirk Cousins, who's currently getting paid $28 million. And I think that he's a notch below Matt Ryan. The reason why I say a notch below Matt Ryan is because Matt Ryan is a number 1 overall pick who came in with some really, really good wide receivers. They even had Julio Jones. Before that, they had Roddy White. And they just got that boy Ridley. You know what I'm saying? And their offense is built around throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying? So I could easily, but if you've seen what they've accomplished in this NFL, Dak Prescott has accomplished way more than Matt Ryan in the NFL. Outside of Matt Ryan just throwing a whole bunch of passes, but he's accomplished more. So I believe that Dak Prescott should fall right below Matt Ryan and right in between Kirk Cousins, which is $29 million. And I think that Jerry Jones on the friendly handshake is going to shake and give him 30. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not really about do you deserve he money, because deserve is past tense. If you deserve something, that means has he done something up to now to get this money. But you got to remember, we're not giving him a contract for 2016, 17, and 18. We're giving him a contract that's going to be for 2019, 20, 21, and 25, 26. Now, has Dak played in those years? No, he hasn't, because those years hasn't come. So you can't say, has he deserved the money, because he hasn't earned it yet. What you are asking yourself is, do you feel he is going to be able to play up to that money in 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25? And I'm going to be honest with you, I do have the opinion that Dak will be able to. With the tools and the things that they have us around him now, I believe he will be able to. And if you want to say, Dak is only good because of Amari Cooper, well, guess what? That might be true. That might be true. But that does still not change the fact that you're going to pay Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? My wife probably only loved me because I'm fine and sexy. You know what I'm saying? But, after she figured out to like me, did she really like me a lot? You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm talking about? I tell my wife all the time, it wasn't your booty, it was your beauty. But, yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what it be. Sometimes that's what it be. You know what I'm saying? I first joined the military because I wanted to go to college. You know what I'm saying? I was already in college. Some stuff happened and I wanted to go back. You know what I'm saying? I got to the military, found some great friends, and fell in love with the military. You always start stuff off one way, it ends up another way. So if Dak is only good because of Amari Cooper, you know what that means? Both of them got to get paid. That doesn't mean you pay one and not pay the other. That just means you got to pay both now. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Because think about this. That's what everybody else is doing. Blum, blum, blum. Like my son, whenever something big happens in the house, my son always goes, blum, blum, blum. I'll be like, did you clean up your room? He'd be like, blum, blum, blum. I'm like, no, that means no, you didn't. That's a spidey sense, I guess. But yeah, man, blum, blum, blum. Tell me a quarterback that you're not paying for the quarterback and the receiver. That's just kind of how it works. Everybody, Kirk Cousins has two. He has a $15 and a $16 million wide receiver. That's crazy, right? Kirk Cousins has a $15 and a $16 million wide receiver. That's crazy, right? All right, so let me get some of these more comments. Let's see what we're talking about. All right. Chesney says, pay everybody, goddammit. I mean, everybody does got to get paid. It's just a matter of what they're going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? But that is real. This is not like some country where people don't get paid for what they do. That's just kind of the way it works. You know what I'm saying? You pay people for what they do. If you don't want them to do that, then you don't pay them, and then they won't do it. The problem is, I don't want to see us shorten Dak and be like, yo, let's give him the money of a quarterback who doesn't achieve, even though we want him to achieve the ultimate achievement. That's not fair. And I know I always say, if you want fair, go marry a calculator, but that's not fair. How can I pay him with the expectations of someone who's not going to achieve anything, but I want him to achieve the ultimate achievement? That's in business, that's not right. In business, if you want a little, you buy a little. And if you buy a little, that means they were selling a little. Everybody has a hand in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just real. Like, all right, let me see this last comment. Let me get one of these comments on YouTube. He says, I want Dak to get paid, but I also want to keep the entire team together and have to have a great possibility of making consecutive runs to Super Bowls to be the first one to win 10 possibly. I mean, that's cool, but you know what? Realistically, you need players to do that. Like if it was robots, it'd be different. But all those players gotta want that. And guess what? The quarterback, players want more money than other players. Like that's just what it is. That's the human aspect of it. The greatness behind are you a great management team is how do you maneuver through that? Like, it's just what it is. Like you can't want to achieve ultimate great achievements without great players. Like it just doesn't work. Like you ain't going to be that fly guy without some gear. Like you're not going to be that fly dude if you ain't got no fly gear. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, they play. And then think about this. When they achieve those ultimate goals, they are now ultimate players who require to get paid. Like, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Curious Henderson, what's up with you, man? Got that UGK on there, man. Uncle Sweet John, Daddy Jones, man. What you know about it, man? Rest in peace, man. I already know, man. John Juice, what up with you, man? Let's get right. Barnes says you have to realize it's no one out there the Cowboys can acquire that is better than Dak right now, so you have to pay to keep him. And to be honest with you, I mean, that's a very true statement. I hate that people look at that as a negative thing. That's like telling me, worst case scenario, you got to eat like meatloaf. Like, damn, I love meatloaf. That's what's up. I like it. Like, worst case scenario, you're going to get a quarterback that takes you to the playoffs 2 times out of 3. And the last time he was in the playoffs was last year, and we lost in a divisional round to the number 1 seed team. The team that ultimately went to the Super Bowl. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Says, and only do you buy negotiating contracts correctly, including your blank players that you have to pay in subject or topics conversation, but it's a table for everybody to know. Okay. He says he does everything to come big. Love quarterback Dak Prescott's a beast. I love him too, man. But that doesn't mean there's not areas of improvement. I love the hell out of my daughter, man. But guess what? My daughter has a tutor every Tuesday and Thursday. Why? Because that Common Core math is weird. It is weird. It is a totally different language. But guess what? She has to improve on it. Why? Because that is the standard by which she's being graded by. So what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? Sit up and just be like, no, my daughter's perfect. She needs no improvement. And why she fails? No, that's not a good parent. That is not good management of my daughter. What good management is seeking that help and then getting that help and then putting expectations now that she has that help. Guess what? Now that she has help, her math has gone up. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott, what is the expectation? We know the expectation of what we want him to be. What was the help? Jon freaking Kitna. Jon Kitna's with him every single day. Tell Jon Kitna the expectations and then sit back and evaluate the expectation. Like, that's what I'm saying. Jon Kitna is a part of the whole $30 million thing. I think people kind of like they're not giving him $30 million and being like, here. They're giving him $30 million and it's like, take this financial planner, take this lawyer, take all these people that are going to help you. You know what I'm saying? So that comes along with Jon Kitna. Because I'm going to be honest with you. It comes along with Dak Prescott. Why? Because there's no way Jerry Jones be thinking about giving him a max contract without giving someone to help him and to better him as a player. So that's what, and if you guys are wondering, because I know a lot of y'all will throw it off right now, they probably like, what the hell is going on with West Coast? They didn't clone him. They didn't got to him. The us got to him. They put a clone in there. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they didn't put a clone in there. What it is I'm the type of person, I'm an 80-20 person. I see the problem. I talk about the problem 20% of the time. Then, after we talk about it 20% of the time, I'm about to spend 80% of this time fixing it. And my thing is this. If you interject new facts, meaning that Jon Kitna is a new fact, he's a new thing to this equation, That fact supersedes all that other stuff. Why? Because I'm going to put my faith in that fact. And that fact is, I believe Jon Kitna will make him better and improve him. Just like my tutor is every Tuesday and Thursday. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. You got to choose what you, and if you're choosing to believe that Dak isn't going to get better, I can totally understand why you believe he don't deserve the money. Because you don't believe he's going to get better. I don't mind giving him the money. Obviously, don't get me wrong, I would love for Dak to take $25 million. I would love for him to take that $15 like Amanda said. If he takes $15, Amanda, I'm buying you something. But I would love for him to, why? Because that's better on my team. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is I feel more comfortable knowing that the Dallas Cowboys said, hey, no, they're not giving him $30 million blindsidedly and saying, wait, he's perfect and he doesn't need any adjustment. No, they're giving him the money and saying, yes, and we believe you need to improve. We can do that as a business. You know what I'm saying? That's what businesses do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Hey, man, I've been on here. I've been getting it popping. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Boss Cowboy, he's commenting so much in the comments, it made me lightweight feel like you could have came to work. That's all I'm saying. You know how, somebody call off work and then they be calling you all day, hey, man, did the customer come in? You could have came to work, god dang it. Hell, you mean? You could have came to work. But, hey, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that sponsored the page, man. Shout out to Cowboys Experience at the very right. Hey, shout out to Oats official team at the very left. And shout out to DC4L, group DC4L. I had their logo. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it pressed in the show fast enough, and I wanted to be on time. But I was like, I'll just go to the page and show you the whole page, which is even better. So shout out to them. And also, shout out to the Sports Con, man. West Coast will be at the Sports Con in July. Remember last year, I interviewed like 15 different Cowboys, Michael Vick. I interviewed a whole lot of people. Well, guess what? This year, they're going to have different athletes. And I always try to find a way to bring it back to Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? To try to figure out some way. If it's Michael Jordan, hey, Michael Jordan, being the GOAT, having the dynasty, and now you're not Michael Jordan no more. What does that have to say about the Cowboys? I don't know. We'll figure something out. But we always figure out a way to bring it back to Cowboys. So make sure you guys support. Also, I'll be going to Vegas for Fan Zone's big Vegas takeover, man. You're going to have 9 Cowboys out there. I'll be out there that Saturday. I'll be getting some footage. You got Kayvon Frazier, Jalen Smith, big Antoine Woods, Damian Wilson, who's no longer with us, but he's still with he plays for the Chiefs now. A bunch of other Cowboys, Kayvon Frazier, I think I said him. Bunch of guys out there, bunch of Cowboys, about 6-7 Cowboys that's going to be in attendance. So looking forward to that, and that's actually in about 3 weeks. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You guys already know what it is, man. If you know my slogan, throw it in the comment box. Never look down because the star's up. Peace.